There, and welcome to English Unplugged. I'm Mark, and in this episode, I have something special for you. We're going to learn and practice English with a story. But don't worry, we're not reading a full book. This is a summarized version of the story. That means it is short, simple, and perfect for language learning. The story you will hear today is called The Adventure of the Speckled Band. My friend and colleague, Mia, will narrate it for you slowly and clearly. Here is what we will do today. First, you will hear the story slowly, using simple words. Then, I will teach you important vocabulary from the story. I will explain each word in a clear and simple way. And finally, you will practice shadowing. You can pause, repeat, or even write down what you hear. So get ready. This is The Adventure of the Speckled Band, told just for English learners.
A long time ago in London, a very desperate woman came to the famous detective Sherlock Holmes. Her name was Helen Stoner, and she was terrified. She was afraid her stepfather, Dr. Roylott, would kill her. She lived with him in an old, quiet house. Her sister had died 2 years before, in the same house. The sister had said, "The Speckled Band," just before she died. Helen told Holmes about the strange things in the house. There was a weird bell rope that went to nowhere, a ventilator that didn't let in any air, and Dr. Roylott kept strange animals like a cheetah and a baboon on the property. He also had a very strange habit of making strange whistling noises at night. But the most terrifying thing was that Helen had recently heard a sound in the night, a low whistle, just like the sound her sister had heard before she died. Sherlock Holmes and his friend Dr. Watson decided to investigate. They went to the house and looked for clues. They found that Dr. Roylott was very wealthy, but also very cruel. He didn't want Helen to get married because he would lose her money. They looked at the bell rope and the ventilator. Holmes quickly saw that the rope was fake and the ventilator was not for air. He was a very clever detective and knew something was wrong. That night, Holmes and Watson stayed in Helen's room. They waited in the dark. In the middle of the night, they heard the strange whistling sound. Suddenly, they saw something moving through the ventilator and down the fake bell rope. It was a very poisonous snake with a speckled band on its skin. Sherlock Holmes hit the snake with his stick, and it went back up the rope into Dr. Roylott's room. A few minutes later, they heard a terrible scream. They went to Dr. Roylott's room and found him dead. The poisonous snake had bitten him. The mystery was solved. Dr. Roylott had used the snake to kill Helen's sister and was trying to kill Helen too. He was cunning, but not clever enough to trick Sherlock Holmes. Helen was safe, and the Speckled Band would never hurt anyone again.
Okay, it's Mark here again from English Unplugged. Let's now go over some of the most useful vocabulary from today's story. These words will help you understand stories better and sound more natural when you speak English too. I will say the word, explain it simply, give you a real-life example, and then we will say it together. Shadowing time. All right, ready? Great. Let's go. The first word is desperate. Desperate means you feel a strong need for something and you are ready to do anything to get it. You could say, he was desperate to find a job. Now repeat after me. She was desperate for help. Good job. Now the second word is terrified. Terrified means you are very, very scared. You might hear, the little boy was terrified of the dark. Great. Now repeat this one. Helen was terrified of her stepfather. Very good. Next, we have the word stepfather. A stepfather is a man who marries your mother but is not your real father. For example, my mother remarried and now I have a new stepfather. Now repeat after me. Her stepfather was a very cruel man. Perfect. The next word is strange. When something is strange, it is weird, not normal. For example, we heard a strange noise outside our window. Now repeat this one. He saw a strange moving object. Good job. Our next word is wealthy. Wealthy means having a lot of money, being rich. You might hear, the businessman was very wealthy. Now repeat this one. He was a wealthy man with a big house. Good job. Now comes the word investigate. To investigate means to try to find the truth about something, like a detective. You can use it like this. The police will investigate the crime. Now repeat this one. The detectives will investigate the mystery. Good job. The next word is cunning. Cunning means being smart in a tricky or clever way, often for bad reasons. For example, the fox was cunning and stole the chicken from the farmer. Now, repeat this one. He was a cunning old man. Perfect. And our last word is solution. A solution is the answer to a problem or a puzzle. For example, I finally found the solution to the math problem. Now, repeat this one. Sherlock Holmes found the solution to the mystery. Good job! And there you have it. Your vocabulary adventure is complete. This is how your English becomes stronger, step by step. And hey, you don't have to do it on your own. We're here to help you every episode. I'm Mark, and this is English Unplugged. Bye for now.